Hi guys, it's Chris with City Your Homestead and time for dinner. Today we went by Meijer and Tom went inside and got 3 packages of hamburger and I had 3 delivered out to the car. I had him go in and get some because I wanted to make something for tonight and for Saturday. So, this one, hopefully I can fit it all into one pan here. Because if I need a bigger pan, it's going to have to be a canning pan. Anyways, so this is Polish chili, and it's going to have a twist on it that they have, and I've never heard of it, but I'm going to try it because it sounds really, really good. So, we're going to start out with 4 pounds of hamburger in here, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. He put his mushrooms in after, and I think I would rather have them fry with the hamburger like I would any other time. So I'm going to put my mushrooms in with it. Then it calls for 3 peppers, whatever colors you want. He said certain colors, but you know, I'm going to use my diced peppers. I'm going to use the whole thing. And then it said 1 onion, and you can add jalapenos if you want. I did buy a can of jalapenos, but it was the hot ones, and that's not going to happen. And then what he says is about 1 whole onion. And I got a lot more stuff to add to this, so this is kind of scary because I really don't have a bigger pan unless I wash out one of my, scrub out really good one of my canning pans. They're clean, but you want to scrub it even more. And then 4 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to do 2 great big tablespoons. Now this isn't when we put our spices or anything in it yet. And I think you guys will like the twist on it. I do. So, but I figured that hamburger's going to shrink down. The onions will, so will the peppers, the mushrooms. So hopefully, hopefully, we'll have room for everything else. And then it called for 4 cans of tomatoes, diced tomatoes. But I thought, I just canned some. I'm 11 away. And so what I did is I took the tomatoes I had and I diced them up. So it'll be fresh tomatoes going in there instead of canned. Because I'm just going to can these and then use them up. That just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So I'm going to get this stuff cooking. Cross your fingers, it'll all fit. And I'll be back when the hamburger's cooked down. So I did take most of the grease out of there. I just skimmed it off with one of my measuring cups. I probably got 1.5 cups to 2 cups of grease off of there. So today when we went up there, the vendor didn't have any more of the big muskmelons, so we ended up getting it from another one. Only $1 cheaper, and it wasn't that great. We couldn't find the vendor that had, because there wasn't that many because it was raining like crazy. We couldn't find the one that had Emmy's truck that he wanted. Not saying that they'd still have it, but yeah, they didn't have it. And but the vendor that we got the muskmelon from last time, they had 5 pounds of cheese grated. One was the Kobe Jack, one was mozzarella with something else in it, and $5 for 5 pounds of cheese. So I grabbed one of each. So let's get all this other stuff added. Alright, so now we're going to add what would be 4 cans of tomatoes. And we're going to add 4 cans of kidney beans. And don't drain the juice. Let me get something so I'm not going to waste any at the bottom here. And the guy says, this should feed your family for a week. If that's all you ate, I bet it would. Those are draining out pretty good. It was just that first one that wanted to be a pain. Now, he said 1 jar of marinara sauce. But actually, I'm going to use a little bit more than that because, remember I had that little bit left in the refrigerator? We're going to use that up too. Alright, let's get that stirred together here. And then we're going to add the spices. Never thought of putting mushrooms into a chili, but you know what? Hey, sometimes a new thing is a good thing. So we're going to add pepper. This is when I should just get my pepper thing down. And salt. I don't know if these beans have salt in them. I know I don't add salt to my beans. Then he said add some basil. I'm not a big basil fan, but I'll add it. And he didn't ask for it, but I've got that little bit of cumin I need to use up. We're going to use that up. And I can wash the jar and refill it. And then it also needs chili powder, which is my favorite to add. I'm going to use the whole thing. I think chili powder adds so much flavor to your chili, and I think it's just a necessity. Look at that. This is going to be amazing, you guys. I can just tell. At least I hope so. Look at that. We'll get all those spices in there. Okay, so now it says to simmer it with a lid on it for 30 minutes. I'm actually going to simmer mine a little bit longer than that because the tomatoes are fresh. They're not cooked like they would be if they were in a can. So, and I just talked to Tom. I thought he should be done by now, but his buddy's not even there yet. He says, well, I've just been cleaning up the job and cleaning out my truck. And I'm like, you should have called. So, his buddy isn't even down there yet. So, if it goes too late, then I'll do a taste test and then he'll just eat it when he gets home. So, the next part of this that makes it Polish chili is we have to cook some elbow macaroni. I know, weird, right? Tom's like, it's almost like a goulash. I said, you pour it over it, not mix it in. He always does that. And then I'm like, you know, it makes it sound less than what I'm trying to make here. But I'm going to let that continue to simmer, and I'm going to get these noodles done, and we'll see where Tom is from there. I hope and pray that this is done today. He's got everything loaded back in his truck except for what he needs to use. They got 2 small leaks, but it's in such a really small spot that it's really hard to get into. And yeah, it's been kind of a pain. And I really want it to be done, because I really would like to spend some time with my hubby. You get to missing him after a while, believe it or not. So, I'm going to get that stuff done, and then I'll come back. And by the way, I did take a little taste of it, and it was so good. I am so excited. Tom said he should be home in about 20 minutes. Everything's working. So, I thought I'd put everything together, and if he comes home on time, then it'll still be hot. If not, I can plop it back in the microwave. I just got my new bowls because I want to do bowl stuff. And I thought, why not try them out tonight? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put macaroni in the bottom of our bowl. Give him just a little bit more. Whatever we don't use, we can always freeze up, or I can make a salad with it. Oh, and this chili, you guys, is amazing. So then we're going to take that chili and pour that right over top. This is why he said, oh, it's like goulash. Look at how hearty that chili looks. Oh. He goes, did you try it? And I go, of course I did. Alrighty, then they said you can also use crackers, but I didn't buy any, so there won't be any crackers in it. And then you just put your cheese on top. I might stick it in the microwave just for a minute so the cheese can melt. But this is what they call Polish chili. Now let me show you the chili over here. Doesn't that look amazing? So, you know, I can't wait. So let's try. I gotta be Tom. That is so good. And we have still a ton left. Can't imagine what we're gonna do with that. That, you guys, that is really good. Alright. So as soon as he gets home, we'll have him taste test it. And he's done. Yay. Hi, Tom.
Hello.
Did you just put hands on the ceiling?
Yes, I did.
All right, so this is Polish chili. You put it on top of noodles and then cheese. I mixed it together for you so that you didn't have to.
Yeah.
Give it a try.
That's good.
It's really good, isn't it? You guys are going to have to try this. This really is good chili.
Yes, it is.
So.
You put mushrooms in?
Yes. So tomorrow there will not be a dinner video, as I promised Tom I would take him out to Ponderosa for lunch tomorrow. And then, you know, we buy the steak, so we'll bring that home for dinner. But we will have a video of us going down to the brand new Bronson store tomorrow.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing.
3 times the capacity type store.
It was bigger than that, I think. So you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing, and goodbye, Tom.
Goodbye, Tom.
You guys have an amazing night.